everybody. We're getting right into it. Welcome to day number 15 of our 10K challenge by the end of the year 2021. Still sticking to the same type of game we've been playing, a very tight game. We not trying to do anything too funky. We got packet jacks here. I think we're gonna race this guy for sure. Excuse me while I'm still trying to set everything else up. I don't quite have everything figured out as to how to get the setup up and running before I actually go live. So it seems like I'm always having to do it in between. No slow playing this time. Slow playing aces last time really killed us, so we're definitely gonna try not to do that. I think we got at least a safe run out so far. Well, not that one. We still have a blocker with the jack of spades here. I don't think we're gonna believe him just yet. That king just really not the best. Yeah, the super king hit him. What are you gonna do? You know? Got him to the river. That's too bad. We're definitely not gonna slow down here. We're gonna try to play as fast as we can here. Never get any action with the aces, man. Gonna set mine right here. We have unless he re-races, which he does, we'll get out of there. Just putting the headphones on, trying to test the sound again. I know we having trouble with that, but we did pretty good yesterday, I think. Up and down straight draw. Got us just a bear, and we can definitely make him think we got ourselves. We should be good here. I think we're just gonna check. Go. I think we're having mic problems again. Are we having mic problems again? is outside our range. Yeah, somehow our mic, it's every time, man. I don't understand why. Never mind. I think it's my headphones. Jesus. Okay. If it's not one thing, it's another. I guess we don't have problems. You guys can hear me fine, and that's good. I think that's just outside our range, but we'll go ahead and grab one. Not on our range there. Okay, I'm just gonna trust that my sound is good enough. I hate having those things on. Where are we? The Jacks got killed on the river, so that kind of brought us to this point, but it's early enough. If we're gonna take a beating, might as well take it early on. We can come back from that. That's a what's it called? We do expect some sort of a squeeze from here, more than likely. Wow, look at that. The nut. Of course, we don't have more than $1.58, so. Let's see if somebody's got a queen that wants to do something about it. Nope. Any takers? Nope. Well, that was a bunch of nothing. Only the suited kind, if I remember correctly, on that post right there, on that king queen under the gun. Which is really weird. I meant to go back and look at this ranges here and see if I have them right. Some of them seem kind of wacky, like maybe I wrote them down wrong, but didn't have time today. Bottom of our range here, middle position. We'll take a look for another 10 cents, sure. Well, that went well. That's not what I want to see. Excuse me a second. I need to put this away. So we're off to a rough start today with the jacks. I think that's actually in our range here. We'll just call, sure, 10 cents. That's a cheap way to set mine there. Unless we get squeezed. I don't know, I think if he goes over the top is a fold for us. Seemed like he had a pretty tight range there. Just a lot of tighter players here, but we don't have a whole lot of information on him yet. So I don't want to jump to conclusions either. But we're gonna be all in here. No matter what he does, we're just not going away. So far so good. So far so good. Of course. Be too easy to just double us up, right? Beginning to be suspicious here, fellas. think another thing I've considered here is kind of like going out and restarting again once we get to a certain level, like once we like get to 20 something dollars. I think we cash out and restart again, just because I'm just not very good at playing that deep poker yet, and that ensures us that we stay at our comfortable level. I think that's one of the things that I'm just gonna have to do. I can't make those big folds yet, you know, like the jacks. I mean, we lost to the flush, we lost to the king. That was enough ways to lose for us to fold, I think. And again, given the way this program runs, right, if there is a way for you to lose, you probably will. So you have to be more of a believer and err on the side of caution, I guess, is one of the things we have to be able to do. Trying to work our ways back up. I could just fill us back up with our minimum starting stack, but that's the easy thing to do, right? We are trying to learn the game, not just play it. So I just did a quick look right here, and he's got like a 22, so I think he's bound to play pretty hard from there. Here are the dreaded jacks again. Wow, 2 ways to lose. Yeah, I think we're all in. Yeah, there's the 10 would be nice, but doubt it. Yeah, we were too short right there to give that up. Yeah, anyways. I think if we had more money, obviously we would have folded, but we're just trying to get lucky at that point, I guess. This is a fold right here. So we're down $8 just like that in the first 18 minutes. So we have to make sure we play pretty cautious here. Don't want to give up stacks. We lost 2 stacks yesterday. One of them fairly enough, you know. Pair of aces versus pair of aces versus king 10, and of course logically king 10 took it down, right? But we can't. But then I lost the next stack, like in a very dumb way. Like I ended up putting it all in with a pair board and a flash draw. We had the flash draw to fall back on, but it really wasn't enough for us to push there, I don't think, with just 1 card to go. If I had done that like on the flop, it'd be one thing, but we ended up doing that with just on the turn with just 1 card to go, and that was pretty slim. And right now we just lost 1 stack, so we're gonna try to and stick to our very strict diet of aces and faces here, and see if we can get that money back. We got 2 hours, so we're not doing too terrible. We lose to everything right now, the 3s and the aces, but we're yeah. We got lucky there. All we beat was a bluff, and that's what he had. He had a bluff. Yeah, I think we are definitely have to raise here. This guy, we have a lot of information on him, and he seems to be pretty, his 3-bet range is pretty tight though, for sure. Yeah, I don't think we can continue here. Just because his 3-bet range is so tight. But we definitely had to bet there, because his opening range is like at 22 and he's at the cutoff, so. Nothing but a 6. I just took a bath and now I feel like I'm so tired. Not a terrible hand. It's a huge bet from under the gun. He does have a pretty wide range, but we don't have a whole lot of information on him. We need a jack. A jack would be awesome right there. I thought it'd be tough if we got check raise there. I was also thinking about doing a channel in Spanish for poker. I don't know how that might work. It wouldn't be in this software here. We'd probably do it with Ignition. But I was watching some of the videos that have been out there in Spanish for poker, and a lot of the very beginning kind of stuff where they just kind of again, we not a whole lot of information. Yeah, we're out of here. Race and re-raced. Even for just very basic poker tutorials where they tell you which, that it trips is better than 2 pairs, full house is better than trips and things of that nature. It seemed to get a lot of views. There was like one of them had like 1.1 million views. I mean, it was pretty crazy. Looks like I forget that this hour, this early, everybody's pretty aggressive here. A lot of re-racing goes on. Not a bad hand. But yeah, I was wondering, maybe I should do a challenge like this, but just like on ignition in Spanish. There might be a market for it. So for you guys that habla, you can definitely follow me there. That's what's great about this software. We're 165 hands in like 26 minutes. It's not bad. Now if he just wouldn't kill us on the river every time, that'd be great. And if we could get some action when we actually have pairs, that'd be great too. Yeah, I know 8. It is a fold for the type of hands we're starting off with now. Like I said, once we have more wiggle room, we'll definitely be changing that range into something more. But for the moment, out of position pocket 8s is just a no-go. Yeah, I almost had to look that down, but if pocket 8s is a no-go, like I just said, pocket 5s is obviously a fold. That's a playable hand. Nothing for us there. Out of position into 2 players. We're never gonna make a move. That's a fold, and that's a shame because I really want to play that hand. Nobody? Wow. Hmm. Well, we're dead to ace 10 right now. That's about all we're dead to, though. We don't even know this guy. We got like 8 hands on him. Alright. Trying to stay true to what we consciously set out to play and not deviate from it too much. Seems like we've been starting late for a while now. We should be ahead pretty much of all of his range here. If he had anything, I think he would have, unless he re-raised us now, then we'd have to question it, but I think for the most part we're going to be ahead here. Yeah, it seems like we don't have a whole lot of information and a lot of players at this hour. I know this is supposed to be our starting hour, 8 o'clock, but you know, we had problems with sound, we had problems with cameras, we had problems with all kinds of things that made us start later and later. It seems like last few days we've been starting at 10 o'clock. So we have a lot of information of people that play from 10 o'clock on out, but not this early. So we really need to stick to a solid time schedule that we can collect information on everybody. Speaking of information, that's the one thing that Ignition doesn't have. Like, it's all anonymous play, so you don't know how anybody is playing. Kind of navigating him a little bit blind there, but I think it's doable. Be kind of cool to do 2 challenges back to back, and it would be more amazing if we actually make both of them happen. Pandemic time, right? There's nothing to do anyway. Might as well play poker. So tempted to play that hand right there. Just want to stay disciplined though. We will be seeing those hands again once we make enough hands to have enough information on every player, and we make enough of a bankroll where we can have the wiggle room to withstand the ups and downs. For now, it's just a tight game. This is the only place where we pretty much play all the pairs right here. Super loose player here. Not a whole lot of information, but he's got a VP of 49. Yeah, nothing else we can do here. Once he calls, you're pretty much done with the hand. Just a pair of threes there. We haven't tripped yet. I think this is like our fifth or sixth pair. We're supposed to have flop trips every 12 pairs. So trip should be coming up soon. There it is. All I had to do was complain. Other than the flash, is a pretty dry board. But we are up against that many players. 1, 2, 3 players. So we're definitely not going to slow play our hand here. We're behind a 5-3, and if anybody could have a 5-3, it's this guy right in the big blind. Lucky for us, he didn't. No, that's not. I get confused sometimes. I thought that was within our range, but it isn't. That one should be. Yeah, where are we racing? This guy is it's pretty loose right here. Playable hand. We don't know anything about that person. We only have like 15 hands on them. Ace 10, oh, and that's a mistake. Actually, we don't play this hand. We only play this hand if it's suited when it's under the gun. For now, I think eventually we would definitely include that in our repertoire, but for now, I don't think. 2 overs in the gutter. I think it deserves a call at least once. Yeah, we're done. Definitely a hand we want to see. We can rip the queen. We should have all the queens here. Plus he made a 18. That's a very timid bet there, so I think we can definitely rip a queen. We could be wrong. Alright, got it through. The power of position, right? We don't know anything about this, guys, and I mean, I wouldn't mind her. I was probably gonna re-raise her, but the fact that he raised here, I think, because we'd be like in the middle, and I don't know if they're gonna squeeze again, so I think we better get out of there. It's a tight fold for sure, but when you're like that in the middle, you could easily be squeezed, and then what do? You know? Like, we don't have that skill set yet to play there yet. This is just off our range. So many good hands that I have to let go right now. I feel like terrible, but if we stick to our guns, I think we gotta include him in time. Just a learning process, right? Patient with the learning curve. If we're folding ace jack off suit, then we're definitely folding ace 8, right? Got one pair. I think if he had a king, he would have raised me right from the small blind, so I think we're safe to bet there. Come on. what happened to my trips? If he calls, we're done with the hand. Oh yeah. And this is yet another player we have like no information on. Like 3 hands on them. Last night we had players we have like 3,000 hands on, so very nice to see those. We can definitely compare their range to our range and pretty confidently see when we are ahead and when we're not. Only ace 10, ace king beats us right now. Well, ace 3 also, I suppose. But we're not going away. Was that king jack? Okay. What does he call here? Does he call a small bet like that? He does. Okay, excellent. I don't think he would have called like half a pot or 3/4 pot, so just a little bit over a quarter. No. That's a fold whether we actually get that raise or not. Pretty strict here on what we play offsuit. And that's why I was looking at it yesterday after the stream and I thought maybe something is wrong with my chart. I have to go look at it again. And we might try to squeeze a couple more hands because we do have a VP of 10. We're running a VP between like 9 and 11, it seems like. The last couple of nights has been a VP of 9. And now we are at a VP of 10 just because we had so many pairs. And I think we also been calling more than usual. Usually when we find any type of resistance we just fold. Like that ace queen would have probably been a fold most times, but this time we called it and we came out ahead. But I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not. Again, just experimenting with a lot of different things till we get a grasp of how the software works and what hands do what. I think we can bet here safely. If he doesn't have a queen, why would he stick around, right? Little tiny wins, they do count. Yeah, it's actually not for us. I did like it. I almost played it anyway, but I won't. This is definitely a playable hand. Yeah, I think I don't think we want to let him see this cheap. We would be coming from behind here, and I don't think I want to play this hand slow. Unless he caught a jack, he's out of there, right? Just because we're like out of position. And eights is not that strong a pair, obviously. I gang know nothing about this guy. Oof. Most terrible flop we could get. He's got all the aces. I think we're playing a tight enough range that we should probably call a little bit more often. Maybe not there because we are out of position, but in position I think we should definitely try to call a bit more. Hearts are showing up a bit too late. Oh, I should have pretended on the 4 there. I mean, we do have all the 4s here from this place, right? Now it's too late. I don't think I can do that anymore. But I think on the turn I could have definitely bet. Because we're in the big blind. We have all the 4s there after the small blind calls. We have the incentive to call with just about anything there. Not that we would, but a lot of people would, so. I really hate having to fold those hands. Ace, jack, under the gun, offsuit. I definitely got to relook up my range and what I'm playing and what I won't be playing. we're still over here. Nothing we can rep here. Yeah. That's a terrible flop for us. Any faces or... yeah, any type of faces we could pretend we have something. But on a flop like that, a sidekick king. Too ambitious to bluff there. Can't believe we're coming up on the hour here with not much to show for other than the jacks that just died on us. He's gonna bet right here. We're gonna call it when I hit the deuce. Watch this. Oh, he didn't bet. This is the guy that usually bets from this position, but I think I raced him a couple of times, and it's probably learn not to race when I'm on the button. There's my deuce. Hope he's got a queen. It's like if he's got two. Come on. Over the top. Let's go. There he goes. Yep. Oh, kidding me. Are you kidding me? Oh, how terrible is that? How terrible is that? Oh, Jesus. Nothing we can do there. Nothing we can do there. That would have brought us that much closer to the green. Instead, now we are down 16. That's too bad. I would hate to post another losing day. We had 2 winning days in a row, but they weren't that big, and to post 2 huge losing days is gonna be pretty disappointing. We play that to perfection, and it just blew up in our faces. I should have nothing, right? So he could still rep like a big pair because he did 3-bet me, so Just a smooth call. We do have the king of spades, so we're covered there. I think we're all in now. Yep. It's like if it 10 shut up on the river there, right? So desperately need a 10 there. Two players, so we can't really bet into them, can we? I think we're gonna try. Kind of ambitious into two players though. It really is. We really need a 10 now. And he's got all the queens. Yeah. Yeah, into two players, that's not the smartest of bluffs. Just couldn't help myself. It's really weird because if you like in this tables, it seems like if you 3-bet, you're just gonna get a fold. But if you call a raise, then everybody behind you tends to call. So it's kind of tough to gauge what to do there, because you want to play more heads up than you don't want to play against 3 players. That's just too many people in. But then when you barrel out a 3-bet, then everyone folds. It's kind of like catch-22 there. Check it. 3 coming. Ah. we're still at a solid 10 with our VP here. We have a pair into 2 players. I don't know how often our pair is good here. We need an 8, I suppose. Oof. And I would like to see soon enough. Really? Oh. And of course the one guy that called me has got clubs, right? Oh god, that's so sick. Yeah, I can't even call 10 cents. I mean, I don't have a club, there's 4 clubs there. All he needs is any club, any type of club. So bad. We need to double this up. We double this up, we should be back to even. That would be nice. We're coming up on the hour here, hour and 8 minutes. I would love to not post a losing session today. I'll take any winning, even if it's just 10 cents. I would hate to have 2 losing sessions back to back. That would be just horrible. If he doesn't have an ace, he should slow down here, right? That should be his last bet. Alright, got it through. this is the only place that we get to see a queen jack suited. Against an unknown, I think it's just a call. Yeah, we're done with this hand. Not the offsuit kind there with the queen jack. It has to be the suited kind. Wow. Keep running right on it. Running right into him, right? The only time we got trips, they rivered us with the ace, huh? It's brutal, man. I'm gonna try something a little bit different here. Got a caller. Okay, we need a straight, like 10, 9, 8, 7. A Missly Queen. There's almost zero chance we're good here. we start it with? What was our starting stack? Today, $83. Started off with $83 and we are at well, who cares right now, right? We'll figure it out here in a minute. We better catch some hands, some better hands in the next 40 minutes here. We're coming on the hour and 20 minutes. 40 minutes left for us to recoup some of our losses here. Early position bet, that's why we folded that hand over there. This is like hugely outside our range here. And we get nothing. Alright, got it through. And yet we're not going to play the Queen Jack offsuit. King Queen offsuit, we can do that. On account of. We like that one. Boom Chakalaka would get raised. Oh. I was gonna say Boom Chakalaka is gonna get raised right now. 22. Oh, and race. We're out of there. Can't really call it re-race with pair of deuces. We don't know what the original racer's gonna do. Can't be burning money like that. Oh, so, and I know I talked about this, I think, yesterday, but I haven't talked about this today. There's a tournament Sunday for $35,000 guaranteed for $6 entry, so we're definitely gonna be here on Sunday. It starts at 1 our time, and it's got like 5 hours of late registration. So I'm definitely gonna late rage. We're probably gonna come in about 4 o'clock. It's like 2 hours into the tournament probably, but we're definitely gonna give it a crack. Huge opportunity for us to make leaps on our game here. Rivered us. Unbelievable. We'll take a look-see. Unless Boom Shakalaka here decides to go. Yeah, he did. When they squeeze like that, there's nothing you can do. We don't have any spades at all. It is in our range there, the Jack Queen offsuit, but we're at the very bottom of our range and got raised, so that's why we just opted to fold. We're only behind the 10, so we're in pretty good shape here. We're definitely gonna okay, we'll call one. And he would have to have exactly a 10, but we're also behind a 3 now, so play with him. We know nothing about this guy. The most unfortunate card that we could get was that ace right there. It's just so crazy. I don't know if we're just playing bad or we're just not getting hands today, but it just seems to have been so brutal. Everybody's like re-racing us. We try to make a move and we get spanked. It's just unreal. And the few times they've actually made a hand, they made better hands. Jacks dies on the river. Trip deuces dies on the river. When that happen, you can't do much of anything. How will our trips die now? Is the question. We have quads. $0.93 out of our quads. That's pretty pathetic. Try it again. Ha! We did it again. This is great. Definitely re-racing this. Oof. Is everybody gonna check? Did not expect that. Okay. We're betting here. Really? Nobody caught any of that? What are these guys like calling with? That's unbelievable. Like what kind of hands do they have there that nobody's got a jack or a queen? Up and down straight draw, backdoor flash, 2 overs. I think we can safely bet here because we are not going anywhere. Hot out. Got ourselves a straight. He was looking for a flush, didn't get it. Yeah, everybody's gonna fold to us, watch. I think we did this like twice already, where everyone just folded to us. Ah, Jesus. Of all the cards that could flop, an ace just had to. Just kill all the action. I didn't have anything. allowed him some mistakes, and that paid us off a bit more. If it's checked to me, I should have most of the kings. Anybody with a king there would bet, right? There's a flush draw out there. I don't think you would let anybody else for free, so we'll give him credit for the king. Only the suited kinds, believe it or not, under the gun with the king queen. We're out of position, so we're not going to mess around too much with this. Plus, it looks like a squeeze because there's a bet and a call. So, oof. Are we up against it? Yeah, we're up against it. Ah. Wow. That's too bad. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna quit it here right now. It just doesn't feel like it's our day today. We're like 17 minutes early, but we're done for tonight. We lost quite a bit. $24 hit today. That's huge for our bankroll. I gotta redefine my yeah, we're down to $59.53 all the way to from like $99 in a couple of days. So we lost like 40% of our bankroll in 2 days. We need to slow down here for a minute and rethink. One of the things I gotta rethink is my strategy as far as my range. I think it's a little bit off. It seems kind of weird. And that last hand there, I mean, with the queens, I, I don't know how to find a fold there. I think there's a way to find a fold there, but I just can't find it. Those are the hands we're still having problems with when we have big pairs. Okay, well, you guys, see you guys tomorrow, same time. We'll try it again at 8 o'clock. But for now, we are out.